700 WLW. Bob Trumpy and Sports Talk. If you're calling long distance from Ohio, dial toll-free 1-800-582-1701. Calling out of state, dial 1-800-543-0471. And from Greater Cincinnati, dial 749-3420. And now, here's your favorite sports fan, Bob Trumpy.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome once again to WLW Sports Talk. We have great news for those of you who have been in and around Greater Cincinnati for a number of years. Today, inducted into the veterans section of the Professional Baseball Hall of Fame was the former governor of the state of Kentucky, the former commissioner of professional baseball way back in he is known as A.B. Happy Chandler. Happy, are you there?
Hello, Robert.
Congratulations, sir.
That's my favorite end.
Terrific. Tight tonight.
Just fine. I've had a great day.
Congratulations to you, Happy.
Jack Ryan called me he's the trustee, of the Hall of Fame, the curator. He called me at 12:20, and since then, the radio and television and the boys have all been here, and I've just been answering the phone all afternoon.
Well, Happy, I wonder if you ever thought they were going to get you into that Hall of Fame.
Well, they waited 31 years, and I thought maybe they might have forgotten me.
Yeah, well, I suppose, though, the longer you waited, now the more importance it carries, correct?
Oh, yes. Well, I just really hope that if they had any idea at all of voting for me in the Hall of Fame, they'd do it while I was above ground, Bob. I didn't. The last time they elected a fellow, he'd been dead 50 years. That's not very good.
Happy, I have the distinct impression that you may live another 50 years.
I got a chance.
Yeah.
I got a chance, Bob.
Happy, I'm wondering how many of your contemporaries are presently in the Professional Baseball Hall of Fame? People that you knew and knew very well when you were...
Here's the thing, Bob, I'll have to tell you this. I played baseball with Earl Combs when he played for the Lexington Rios in 1919. I played with him before he ever went to the major leagues. And he and I are both in the Hall of Fame off of one little team in Lexington.
No kidding.
The Lexington Rios. You remember Earl Combs?
Yeah, vaguely.
Yeah, he was an outfielder with the New York Yankees.
Oh, I see. Is he the guy that was a writer for the Louisville Courier-Journal?
No, this is Earl Combs.
Earl Combs.
Earl Combs.
You are talking
him.
Happy.
He belonged to the Ruth set. He was in the same lineup with Babe Ruth.
Happy, you are talking about people that are beyond my memory. I'll take your word for
Bob.
it. Yeah.
I know. Bob, I'll be 84 my next birthday.
I know. That's my number.
And I've got total recall, and I remember everything that's happened in my whole lifetime, and of course, a total recall is good.
Yeah. You say, though, that you made the Hall of Fame, you and your friend Mr. Combs made the Hall of Fame off of one little baseball team. I have a feeling it was more your role as the commissioner of baseball and your decision that you've told us several times about allowing Jackie Robinson into professional baseball.
I think that helped, Bob, and then the player's pension, I was mainly responsible for financing that.
Yeah. And
for getting it on the road. It's a fine pension plan, and I made the original contracts for radio and television and put the money in the pension fund.
Happy, I got a call from a guy today who said that you have a very, very extensive collection of baseball memorabilia, and that now that you're in the Hall of Fame, you've agreed to turn that stuff over to the Hall of Fame.
I guess I'll have to let him have it.
How much have you got? What have you got? What's your most...
My God, everything from Amazing Grace to Floating Opportunity. Bob, I've got an autographed baseball autographed by Ty Cobb and Hans Wagner.
No kidding. Is that your most prized possession?
Well, that's the main... I got a trunk full of baseballs.
Do you really?
And I've got a sterling silver bats and balls tray that all the major league players gave me when I left baseball, and they said in appreciation of my services to the baseball players of the major leagues, they were always very much for me, Bob.
Yeah, you didn't get anything from ownership at that time, did you?
No, sir, I didn't get anything but a dismissal notice.
Yeah, pink slip. What else you got? Tell me some of the other stuff that you have, Happy.
My goodness, I got pictures of everybody. Connie Mack and Clark Griffith and Babe Ruth. I got an autographed picture of Babe Ruth.
Ah, there's a good one.
Not very many people have got that.
Yeah. Did you keep a running diary of your time as commissioner of baseball?
I did not. I wish I had. I tell you what I've got, too. I've got an autographed picture, Bob, of Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah, he was a great shortstop. A little thin,
Yeah.
A little
Hey,
thin, never be
and I
considered
got a Bible that Ben Gurion gave me the last time I was in Jerusalem.
A Bible?
I gave the university 3 million pieces of memorabilia, and I got about 2 or 3 million pieces left.
No kidding. And you're going to give it all now to Cooperstown?
I guess I better give it to the Hall of
Happy
Fame.
they're going to have to put another floor on that building just to accommodate your stuff.
They may have to do that too.
Yeah, well, Happy, we are very, very happy for you.
Bob, good luck to you, and I enjoy you. I enjoy your football comments, and I appreciate your intelligence and so forth, you understand? And I was so sorry the Bengals didn't win.
They came within 5 points, and that's a lot closer than I ever got.
Their hand.
Yeah.
I'm just so sorry. It reminds me of what Paul Brown said. He got on the 1-yard line against Texas, and he tried 4 quarterback sneaks, and he didn't make it. And 2 weeks later, he was going across the campus of the University of Alabama, and Dr. Rose was the president. He said, "Paul, I want to ask you a question. Why did you try those 4 quarterback sneaks from the 1-yard line in the Texas game?" Paul said, "Mr. President, if I'd had 2 weeks to think about it," he said, "I wouldn't have done it."
Good point, Happy.
I know they did the best they could, but I wish that big boy had made that yard.
Yeah.
A foot. It wasn't more than a foot, was it?
No more than a foot. You're right. And at
That's right,
265 pounds, you'd have expected him to make it. But then...
I keep track of it. Well, the fellow said he got you there, didn't he?
That's right.
And
That's right.
no, you reason to believe he couldn't carry you over.
That is absolutely correct. Well, once again, we want to extend our congratulations to you, Happy. A lifelong dream come true. Into the
Man,
professional...
sure, sweetheart. Listen, when you have a chance, give that coach and that little Collinsworth kid my love with you.
Okay, I'll do it.
That coach is a good boy.
Forrest Gregg, he's hardly a
Forrest
boy. I mean, the man's 6'5" and 260.
Yeah, he's a tough one.
And he breathes fire, Happy. He breathes
played
fire.
with Lombardi and Company out there.
Played for him, you're right. You're right.
And that little Collinsworth kid, I wrote him not long ago, and I said, "You represent my greatest failure at recruiting. I wanted to get him for Kentucky so bad."
Is that right?
And he went to Florida.
Boy, that's tough because his old man was the legacy out of Kentucky. He played for...
Yeah, but they told him down there if he was superintendent of schools, they told him he wouldn't be superintendent of schools if that boy didn't go to Florida. they had to ups on me, partner.
Hey, Happy, you're not supposed to say things like that now. That doesn't go on in college recruiting.
You and I know how it is, don't we?
Thank you very much. I'll bet you.
I say we know how it is, don't we?
Yes, sir. Well, I've heard stories
Good
like that.
luck to you, Bobby.
Okay, thanks for calling.
All right.
Bye-bye. Happy Chandler, the former commissioner of the Professional Baseball Leagues. He is going to be inducted into the Professional Baseball Hall of Fame along with another gentleman. This guy's name is Travis Jackson. Jackson got in because of his 15 seasons as shortstop and third baseman for the New York Giants from 1922 to 36. And, of course, Happy was baseball commissioner from 45 to 51. As you can well tell, anytime that we talk to Happy Chandler on the phone, he is still a politician. I failed to ask him who he was picking, Kentucky or Louisville in the game. I didn't want to upset his day. Let him celebrate. But I believe it's in August when they will be inducted into the Professional Baseball Hall of Fame, along with Hank Aaron and Frank Robinson. That's 4 pretty good-sized people going into this year's edition, this year's class for the Hall of Fame.